Okay, we are going to do a pecan cake with the frosting. A brown sugar frosting. I said frosting, but icing. Same thing to me. But there you go. I use Swan's Down. I use some real sugar, Dixie Crystal. And I'm gonna use some of this. 6 eggs, all at room temperature, guys. 8-ounce Philadelphia cream cheese. Got 3 sticks of butter. These are halves, but 3 sticks of butter, 6 eggs, pecans. Three cups of sugar that I'm gonna sift, and I'm gonna measure it afterward and make it 3 cups of sugar, just letting you know. This is my cup that I'm gonna measure it in. And I'm gonna use 3 sticks of butter. We're gonna put all of that in, and we're going to mix it for 20 minutes. So you have 3 sticks of butter. Y'all can see these are half, but still it's 3 cups. And then we're going to add, make 3 sticks. You know what I meant. Okay, and then we're going to add 3 cups of sugar. I've sifted already, so 2. And this is 3. Okay, so this is after it's been sieved. Now I'm gonna turn on the mixer and let it beat for 20 minutes. I'm gonna take it out, and the rest of the things I'm gonna do by hand. Okay, stand by. I'm putting the sugar and the butter for 20 minutes. And you might want to make cuts on the side like that and scrape it back down. And you're just going to add your cream cheese in here. And that pack of cream cheese we had. This one. I'm just going to add it in there. Okay. And we're just going to mix it by hand. I'll mix this here by hand. You put the cream cheese in. Then you're going to mix it by hand. Take your time and mix it until it's all mixed in. Then we'll add all the other ingredients by hand too. Okay? I'll mix the cream cheese in, and then I'm going to add a little bit of my vanilla. I'll put about 2 or 3 teaspoons of this in there. I'm just going to mix the vanilla in, and you're going to break 1 egg at a time in there and beat it for a minute. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to break it 1 at a time. Just 6 eggs, 1 at a time, and beat for like 1 minute. Everything is room temperature. I'm going to beat this. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not using my tripod. Just 6 eggs, 1 at a time for about a minute. And you have flour that you sifted. You sift it first, then you measure it. So I'm gonna add 1 cup at a time and mix it. your third cup. I'm just going to mix all this in real good. Blend it real good till it all turns to liquid. No, get through mixing your flour in. You're going to put your pecans in. I normally like putting in halves, but I only have the pieces, so I'm going to use that. Anything from maybe from 6 to 8 ounces. And then just put it in there, pour it all in. That looks yummy, doesn't it? And then just stir it all in. It's all mixed in, guys. So I'm going to stick it in the oven in a greased pan that's been dusted with flour. We're going to stick it on 325 for about 90 minutes. And you're going to just bake it until done. You can use like a straw or toothpick to go through to see if when it's done enough for you. I don't grease and flour pan. I just use a little butter, or you can use a little oil. Get around that, and then put the little flour and then dust it around. Just shake it around till it gets all over the pan. And then pour your cake batter in there and bake it at 325 for about 90 minutes. And it's all dusted and ready to go. Dump it in the pan, and then you're going to just shake it on the counter for a few minutes until you get it nice and smooth. Nice and smooth, guys. And like I said, you shake it up like this. Just drop it on the counter like that. And you can stick a knife through it a couple of times just to let the air bubbles burst. And other than that, stick it in the oven and let it bake until it's done for about 90 minutes. 325 in a preheated oven. This is the pecan cake. And I'm going to add, once it cools, I'm going to add a nice little icing to it. Just a little topping. A little brown sugar frosting, icing. This is the pecan cake, and I'm going to add a little brown sugar icing on top. Using this for the icing. Light brown sugar. I'm going to use like maybe a half a cup. And I'm going to use powdered sugar. Like maybe about a cup. These are estimated. And I normally use 1 stick of butter, but I have a half a stick of butter, so we're gonna use that. And I'm gonna use a little bit of milk just to get the consistency I want in pure vanilla. So there we go. Ingredients, guys. Your brown sugar, half a cup of that, butter, some powdered sugar, a little vanilla, and then we'll add a little bit of milk to get it to the consistency that you want it to be. Okay, and that's your frosting icing. You just get into the consistency you want. This is the consistency I want, and that's the brown sugar frosting. You're looking at a little bit, not quite a whole can of that milk, but I say I didn't use the whole can, but it's 5 ounces. I used probably a little more than 2.5. This is the consistency you want. A little vanilla, butter, half a stick of butter, and I just mix it to the consistency I wanted. This is the consistency I wanted. So there you go. Look at the inside of it. So delicious. Made me a big chunk. Very, very good. yummy. I'm even eating my cake. I came back and this is the size of my cake. Look at that. Half is gone. Let me find out who's the villain up in here.